Operation Spycatcher. Now, I know most of you are very bored of how Operation Spycatcher works. You spawn one in, you have to then obviously defeat it, you search for another one, and you have to do this 50 times. It can be very tedious, and it takes a long time. They are bringing out some updates for this event. Now, this event obviously has been around since the beginning of the game, but they are finally changing how it works. There is going to be 2 new ways to do this. The way this is going to work, guys, is you need to clear from level 1 to 50 one time once it's been updated. And once you've done that, you'll then be able to basically unlock something called a sweep all. Now, what this sweep all does, guys, is it enables you in the next event and all following events that you're able to select between 1 to 50 levels to basically use your energy to complete it all the way. So obviously, as long as you've actually physically managed to complete level 50, you'll be able to go all the way up to level 50 instantly with the unlocking using energy only, and you will receive all of the corresponding rewards like normal. But there is also going to be a new stage of this for those that find this very easy and, you know, completable within seconds. Now, the way you could do this is something called Onslaught mode. Now, Onslaught mode is a brand new thing coming out. It's basically a hardened version of it. Now, for this, guys, you are going to need to be on a server that's open for at least 120 days. You will indeed get 5 challenge events. Now, these 5 challenge events do not use energy. They are basically free. So to start one of these challenges, you will need to configure your ground and air troops to be how you wish them to be set up and laid out. Now, the way this is going to work is obviously Navy isn't available in this yet. They have said yet, so maybe in the future it will work. But as of right now, it's just going to be your ground and air. Now, once you have created this army, during the actual challenge, you will not be able to retrain your units. You won't be able to swap your units, swap your officers, nothing. The moment you have your units done, that is how they're going to be forever within that challenge. You are going to be able to use certain buffs like your HP and firepower buffs, your maximum potential, which is here the faster officer skill casting, and you can also use the air patrol, but you can't use things like increasing your army's size, like the capacity of them at all. So again, it's only going to be certain ones that are available. Also, when it comes to tactics, you are only going to be able to use some tactics. You can't use anything that increases like skill damage. You can't have anything that increases officer damage or unit damage. There are some tactics that don't work, guys. These will be, for example, things that affect bases, officer damage, tactic damage immunity, or dealing damage to enemy aircraft. So the goal of this onslaught, guys, is you are going to try and have to deal as much damage as you possibly can to these bastions without taking damage from them. Now, if you do lose units and stuff, you cannot retrain them. So basically, it's until you lose your units, you have to try and go up levels. Now, for every bastion you kill, and obviously the stronger it gets, then eventually you got to basically try and survive as many waves as you can. Every 5 waves that you survive, you will indeed receive some rewards via mail. I have no idea what these rewards are, unfortunately, but you will receive them via the mail. Each challenge lasts for 60 seconds, and of course, if your units die before then, it will also be over. There will also be a leaderboard for this ranking leaderboard, where you'll be able to see who survived the longest, who done the most damage, and so on. Now, not only, guys, have we got this new onslaught coming on, but there is a small few things that have been upgraded here. The first being, you can now finally have an upgrade limiter to see exactly how much you want to upgrade your units. So, for example, as we know, in some battlefields, you want to have to only go up to 160. So therefore, you can set it to 160. It will tell you how much you need, and you can confirm the upgrade. So that is absolutely amazing. The same when it comes to prototypes. You can now go here and choose exactly how much you wish to do, instead of having to go through one at a time, which again, this is absolutely amazing. So I think overall, guys, we've got some quality life things. I think this also applies for officers. I'm not able to actually show you here because they're all leveled up, but you can indeed do this with officers as well. You can make these also go up a couple of levels or the whole way if you wish, instead of having to sit there and manually going through it. Also, during this next update, guys, the naval will finally be able to coincide with air units. Also, air units themselves have got a slight might change with regards to the aircraft carrier. The aircraft carrier does obviously take damage from fighters, but they are obviously a reduced damage. Obviously, if you have a 9.2 fighter going up against a 9.1 aircraft carrier or a 9.0 aircraft carrier, there is going to be the damage values so that it's not just absolutely obliterated. But with that being said, there is also 0 intercept damage when it comes to the aircraft carriers, sort of bombers. They will not ever take damage from intercept. So intercept does not work on any aircraft carrier bomber. Also, with regards to the submarines still perform and act the same, except they have a new feature now where they basically cannot be bombed. You cannot bomb a submarine, which means you'll probably see a lot more submarines on the field. Also, they have adjusted the damage dealt by anti-aircraft destroyers to aeroplanes for better balance. Now, I don't know if this means they're doing more or less. I'm assuming it's probably going to be more, purely for the fact of most people will have higher air units, but I don't know how they're going to be doing that. I'm sure we'll see when the update actually goes live. So guys, let me know down below in the comments, what do you think of this update? I think it's great that we're finally getting an overhaul for this absolutely very long-lasting Operation Spycatcher. It's been around since the beginning, and it's nice that we're finally getting an overhaul for it. With that being said, guys, appreciate if anyone could share this video out to any friends. As always, I appreciate you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.